that's enough of that. That's enough of that. It's like looped once. That'll do. Morning, everyone. How are we doing? We all good? Probably looped more than once. Also, I still can't get the delay down, so I'm still seeing what you say, like half a year after you've said it. So I apologise for that, but I don't know how to change it. Just one of them things, isn't it? I've been trying to get this working. Like we joked about how the old I've forgotten what we were even talking about. The damn it. The GW stream, the preview, and about how at least they're able to get their stream live, and yeah, I can't get mine live anymore. It doesn't work. I have to faff around for 10 minutes before I can get everything working. Oh dear. Anyway, this is a catastrophe in the making. By the way, I'm just pointing that out. It's a nightmare. It's going to be a nightmare. I don't know what we're going to talk about. We've gone live with no plan. Nothing. We've got no plan at all, and it's not ideal. It's not ideal. Wayne, if you mean my hair, it's been this colour for ages. Where have you been? What are you talking about? It is a disaster of a travesty, Gus the Hutt. It's been it's just an absolute mess today. An absolute mess. Good morning. Oh no. Gone shallow? Oh, that's close enough. Killer Kriegsman, Tim. Trailblazer Bowler. The lore guy is probably not accurate. Axu, Plebiscite, Enian, Mugushu. Hello. How are we all doing? How are we all doing this morning? At the moment, I am working on tanks. Mostly tanks. I'm trying to get like all the Lehman Russes finished assembled. Because next week, right? I'm going to schedule this. But next week, we're going to do a stream where I'm just going to paint tanks all day. Going to make it like a bit of a member drive. Bit of a like members and super chats drive sort of thing. And we're going to try and paint. I need 4 Lehman Russes. I need 4 Lehman Russes in order to be able to field this armoured company. So, I've got... This one isn't finished yet, because it's missing bits on the back. But it has got a big box of skulls down the front, being held on with chains. So that's fun. So we've got 4 Lehman Russes that we need to paint. One of them's already base coated, but the others aren't. What just fell out? Something just fell off. That's interesting. I don't even know what just fell off. Was that a candle? What was that? Oh, I see. So yeah, we've got 4 tanks we need to paint in order for the armoured company to be a runnable 2,000 points. So that's what we're going to do. Next Wednesday, we are going to literally stream all day. We're going to start at like 9:30 probably. 9:30 until probably 5 or 6 o'clock. And we're just going to stream until the tanks are done. And that's the plan next Wednesday. So if you got the day off, keep it free. Keep it free because I'm going to need help and support. I'm going to need help and support because, yeah, it's going to be a whole thing. I know influencers who make plans and are all cowards. It's true, they are all cowards. You just got to go live not knowing what you're doing. That's the way forward. That's how you approach life. What other games do I play? At the moment, I've been playing a bit of Curse City. Play a bit of Dark Souls, board game. That's always fun. And God Tier as well. No, yeah, you'll probably have them done before then, Ian. The list is just Baneblade and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's just a Baneblade and 7 Lehman Russes. That is my armored. That's my armored company list. I mean, it's not imaginative, but it is fun, and that's the important thing. There is technically like, there's an aircraft in there as well. There is an aircraft. I have got a Vulture. My battered second, third, fourth hand Vulture. I've got one of them as well, but I can't fit that into the list because it's like, yeah. I mean the 7 Lehman Russes and the Painplay, it's just so like it's so low effort, but it's pretty funny. That's like 2,000 points, 1,935 I think. So this, I really want to put it in somewhere, but it's not really feasible at the moment. What I really need is just to end up having a game of like more than 2,000 points. I have no idea if they're good or not, Brandon. I don't know whether this is good or not. It probably isn't, but I don't care because I've always wanted one of these. And then I had the opportunity to get one for ultra cheap because it's a bit knackered and a bit old and a bit... It's seen better days. Vultures can't carry troops. It's just a gunship. But yeah, I had the opportunity to buy it for not much, and I was like, well, I've always wanted one. And yeah, it's seen some better days in some cases, but... It was like a fraction of buying one new. Like, new ones are 70 odd quid now? Or something? Quite a bit. And that was not that. That was way less. It was way, way less. Yes, I did find my Rogel Dawn. I'll have to put that together at some point. That would be good, wouldn't it? If you plan, things can go wrong. No plan, nothing goes wrong. That is true. Yep. You know what, Cyberash? I've actually got a video about that. Like, I'm editing it not as we speak, because I'm streaming. But that's its own video that I'm doing. Because I realise we talk a lot about kits, we talk a lot about Games Workshop kits, and I put together a lot of Games Workshop kits, but what I want to do is actually show more kits and more stuff from other manufacturers. So there's a video that I'm partway through editing for the Malifaux stuff. I've also got some Shield Wolf miniatures goblins that I'm putting together. That video I'm recording at the moment. I've already done some stuff from Alcon, but they've got a tank that I'm going to be doing as well. So those are all going to be like kind of hobby-ish videos where I'm going to put them together and kind of show them being assembled, and we can compare them to GW stuff. And then the painting side of them are going on the other channel, which I'm trying to build up a really big backlog of stuff before I start putting stuff on that channel, because then I can actually make it so that anything I want to do with the channel is supported beforehand. Yeah. I've gone all over the place with looking at chat. So now I'm like weirdly behind. The Knight Castellan costs 304 Australian dollars. I mean, I'm not surprised. It just sucks, doesn't it? It's like we know it's bad. It's just a shame that it's bad. Gentle reminder that Doreen does talk, but only for $2 or more, because Doreen is Tory. Because, you know, look, there's only so much you can do. Doreen got a right workout on Saturday. She got an absolute workout. She really did. And for the most part, she did successfully read out messages, for the most part. I think only 2 people got ignored by Doreen, and I think it's because she was being Tory about it. Explain to me why the laser Vindicator has 4 barrels but only 3 shots. GW innit? GW innit? I mean, it's just nonsense. It's just nonsense a lot of the time. Oh, the lion's been delivered. You know what? The orders for the I Lick My Dice t-shirt pretty much meant that I was able to get one myself. That's literally it. Like, that's how little that t-shirt made, which I'm not surprised. But yeah, mine hasn't arrived yet, which is absolutely disgusting. Like, you would have thought that mine would be, that it would arrive sooner rather than later. But no, I've just not had it. It's just never arrived. Which, I mean, I want to wear it. I mean, I don't. Well, I say I want to wear it. That's a bit strong. I will wear it. I feel like I have to because, it's my fault. But it just never showed up. I'm going to have to chase it up. Are you doing the Dad's Army? The Dad's Army build with the lion? It's the lion and 8 Redemptor chassis dreadnoughts. That's Dad's Army. Do I own a D3? No. The disaster, Ketis, is that I've started the stream not knowing what we're going to talk about, which is rough. It's a silly idea. It's not a good idea, but that's what we did. That's what we did, and this is going to be like the least viewed back stream that we've ever had. People are going to look at it and go, "What is this?" And the answer is going to be nothing, really. Just generally nothing. See, that's the thing, Ruskinsis. This is what I don't get. It doesn't stop most streamers. It doesn't stop most people from just going live. Just appearing. And I don't know how people do that. I'm already panicking. I'm already panicking about not knowing what we're going to talk about. Oh, there is Meta Watch. I'll be honest. My grasp of any sort of competitive 40k is so lacking that the idea of looking at Meta Watch fills me with cold dread. Just fills me with dread. Like, what am I even going to make of that? What am I even going to make of Meta Watch? Have you seen my lists? My lists aren't good. That's the whole point. That's like, I don't make lists because they're good. I make them because they're fun. Or stupid, or like any combination of those things is fine. At some point we need to look at Moonstone. Keep seeing people like do stuff with Moonstone, and I'm super curious because it looks fun. It looks really fun, and the models have got like loads of character. It's very different to anything I've got. We should have to do that at some point. You wouldn't plan a conversation you're having at a pub with mates. That's true. Oh, the idea of... I'll be honest, this is going to make me sound very sad. The idea of having 80 friends is terrifying. That's so much interaction to keep up with. Oh my god. My social battery would be drained permanently. Someone took a Warhound and some Marines to a tournament? I mean, that's just legendary. What a hero. What a legend. That's immense. Hell yeah. I've got, right, for Titanicus, I've got a Warlord up there that I still haven't painted. And I've got 3 Reavers, which I still haven't assembled. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's bad, gang. It's really not great. And I've just looked over and there's a whole bunch of like Fantasy Archon minis over there. Yeah, it's rough. It's real rough. I have to admit, I did wonder whether to do like the ow, I just kicked a guitar pedal. Whether to do the like all day tank painting stream today, but I feel like we need a build up. I feel like we need to hype it up a bit because I want it to be something that people turn out for. Especially if I want it to kind of like, I don't know. It would be nice to get more members on the channel, and I don't bring this up very often because I don't. It's not your problem, basically, as the viewer. It's not your problem. But ad revenue over the last I don't know how long has been absolutely god awful. Like it's been terrible, but like worryingly bad. Like suddenly getting a big bill is actually going to be like disastrous bad when it comes to ad revenue. And so I'm trying to find ways of giving you guys extra that is worthy of sort of, I don't know, getting like memberships and super chats and stuff. But when the whole like landscape of YouTube is even more like rough than it usually is, like YouTube is a tumultuous and volatile place to try and make any sort of living anyway. But then occasionally it'll just go, you know what? You got too comfortable. You know, things have gone well for too long, and it's time you were taken down a peg. And it's like, please don't do that, YouTube. And then it just does it anyway because you know, permanent chaos is the name of the game. Definitely need a Redemptor called Pike. Put it on the. I'll put it on the little scroll on the front of the sarcophagus. Just write Pike on it. Moonstone has really cool goblins. I mean, maybe we take a look at Moonstone quickly. I don't really know if I have friends or have people I talk to, but see that, yeah, that's me all over Lilgoth. I reckon I have like 4 friends. Any more than that, I just don't want to. I don't want to question it. It's probably not good. 2 Masters, a Warlord, a Nemesis, 3 Rivers, 5 Warhounds. Jesus Christ, you've never played Titanic? Legend. Legend. That sounds about right, to be honest. Morty and tanks. You know what, Duke of Petchington? I emailed because I wanted to talk to the guy who makes them as part of the range review, but I've not heard back. So I'll chase that up and see if I can work that out. One of your live streams a week needs to be a pile of shame work on day once a week. That's actually that's a good idea. That's a good idea, to be fair. Yeah, I like that idea. You can't actually have that many close friends. You know what? I agree. I'm like I have a few friends who like are incredibly social, like social animals, and they do loads of stuff, and they have loads and loads of friends, and they can keep up with all of them, and it basically is like wizardry to me. I don't know how they do it. It's actually insane. Just baffling. It's just like, oh my god, how do you remember everything? I can't remember my own birthday half the time, let alone, 20 other people's.
For the tank fund.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, well hung in dung. Jesus Christ, what a name. Yeah, Z, ad revenue has been terrible on YouTube. Like it's been really bad, and I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like the cost of everything is going up, and right now the amount that you get for the same amount of work when it comes to making stuff on YouTube, it's just less. It's just less. So you do the same thing, and you get less for it, and then that's just it, and it sucks. It sucks. It's not fun, and it's not what I want. But there you go. You don't always get what you want, do you? I mean, if ad revenue takes another hit pinch, then it's just going to be 0. It's just going to be 0, and that'll be it. From a viewer's perspective, YouTube's live streaming just seems like such a stressful career. I mean, that's a difficult one. That's a difficult one. I don't think it's that different to a lot of other jobs in a sense. In that, like, when it's good, it's really good, and when things are going bad, it's really bad. It's just there is a there is a lack of security. That's the main thing. There's a lack of security. Like, if ad revenue goes down again and there isn't some way to make it up, then I don't know. I genuinely don't know what would happen. It's just a case of, well, obviously I have to go and do something else. But this has been what I've done for the last however many years. And there's only a certain number of like jobs that are in any way related to like running your own channel. So it's I don't know. It's the lack of security that mainly gets me. Like, when ad revenue is as bad as it is currently, and like you're looking at views and views are the same or better, and you're looking at like retention times and you're looking at like CPM has gone up, but overall income is just way down. It's like, well, wow, what are we supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? And there's no one has an answer for that. You just got to stick it out or go and do something else. And after a certain point, especially when you enjoy it, which I do enjoy it, it's like, but I want to make it work. You know, you want to keep going at it and make it work, but it can get stressful. But then again, you're in a position where you're getting to do something you really enjoy, and not everyone gets to do that, and I'm very aware that not everyone gets to do that. So it's like, yeah, it's like that weird thing of you're complaining about.
Heard there was a tank fund.
Oh, thank you, Kessis. Oh, goof! I'm sorry. I missed it. It's because Doreen didn't read it out. I'm relying on Doreen. Doreen's my assistant currently. It's great because she's free. I actually don't think I have that downloaded and installed yet. I need to sort that out. Yeah, it's that weird thing of like, oh well, I get to do what I want to do for a living, which is amazing, and not everyone gets to do that. But at the same time, in the process of doing what you want to do, there is also a significant chance that things are going to go horribly wrong, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, just one of those things. I'm sure it'll all even out. Besides, you guys have, like, in response to the changes I've made to the channel and trying to stream more and trying to do more stuff for members and stuff, you guys have really like supported me even more than you did before. So I'm not really in a position to complain. It's just concerning, you know? I'll get Dawn of War 2 sorted over the weekend. Also, we're going into the summer holidays, and that always gets me. That always gets me because it means there's less time to work because I've got 2 kids. So, you gotta make sure you look after them, and that takes time away from literally earning money. Oh dear. Need to start a Wargamer rock band and live streaming chat. That is very niche, but if I could pull it off, I totally would. Yes, Wayne, I'll absolutely be streaming Space Marine 2. 100%. I think probably what I'd do is stream Space Marine 2, and then if I was doing like a co-op campaign, then that would be recorded and edited. Just because that sort of thing, I don't know that full Let's Play stuff would work on my channel anymore. Doreen, I don't know. Doreen's just it's because it came in under $2 US. Goof. Doreen, I told you, Doreen only gets up for $2 or more, but it has to be US dollars. She's got preferences. Make your kids clean chimneys and sell matches. Yeah, I think a weekly pile of shame would be a good idea. Like a catch-up stream. Because God knows I've got plenty to do. So Val rack it up, marble runs, and let people be mean to you for donated memberships. Well, I mean, people are... Not all the time. Generally speaking, you lot are pretty good. But people tend to be pretty mean on the internet anyway. I guess you might as well charge people for it. I have to admit, I don't think I've watched one of Valrak streams. I tend to watch Mikey and Liam more than anyone else. Mikey and Liam are they're good eggs. They're good. Why is... Oh no, hang on a sec. My chat's gone really weird. Okay, there we go. Also, I keep having to look to the side. I'm just going to put it there so I can see it. Although now I'm like really dark. Which is not helpful. Can I change this to not be... Oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Pop out. There we go. Right, we can get rid of that. We can put that there. Put that there. Get the chat back. I should have just done this at the start. Silly.
Thanks for the tank god.
Oh, thank you, Rob. I will indeed get more tanks. Actually, I've not spoken to Stylos for a while. Actually, I should send him a message. Gives you people to talk to while working on stuff, which is great for the engagement. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll start doing that then. We'll start doing a weekly catch up, a weekly pile of shame. You need to co-op Space Marine 2 with Bricky and DK. That would be really fun, actually. That would be really fun. See you later, Solaire. Thank you for joining us.
There you're happy now, Doreen.
Went and looked up exchange rates. What a legend. What an absolute legend, Goof. Amazing. She's happy. She's happy, Goof. She's happy with it. This is the thing, Ruskin says. It's the clickbait thing. I'm aware that I do it a bit now as well. But oh no! Did you bait us? Did you bait us? But yeah, no. It's the same with Eons of Battle. And with Discourse as well. Like, the fact is that people click it, and you're trying to get views, and frankly, people will just ignore videos that don't have compelling titles and don't have compelling thumbnails, and like, as it stands, I've been shooting myself in the foot for ages. Like, I've been shooting myself in the foot for years. Because realistically, I should be putting my face on thumbnails because it gets people to click it more. It genuinely does. It is literally proven. It gets people to click it more, but I don't like doing that, and so I haven't done it. But really, I should. I like relatively clean thumbnails as well. I like there to be a template. You shouldn't really do that, because people recognise what your kind of style is, and then they don't click it. And like, it's one of those things where I'm not playing the game the way the game is supposed to be played. But I don't know, maybe that'll change in the future. Depends how terrible ad revenue continues to get. But for now, I'd prefer to just do more stuff that makes you guys feel like it's worth becoming a member on YouTube or a patron on Patreon. I prefer to do it that way around, honestly. But yeah, it's just YouTube is annoying. It's just an annoying place. It's just an annoying, stupid platform. I haven't actually finished the Malifaux video yet, Cyber Ash, so that's something that's going to be coming out in the next few weeks, where I've put them together on camera, talked about it a little bit. There's a little bit more different editing going on, and a few more different angles, because I'm trying to have fun with filming stuff a bit more. So the assembly is going to be like a comparative thing on this channel, and then the painting is going to be a separate video on the other channel. So I have a different channel that is currently not being used, but will be. I'm building up a load of background stuff, a load of like backlog of videos, so that I can release one and then be able to say, here you go. If you want to see them early, then you can go and support on Patreon and stuff. But they'll all come out. It's just like a week's early access or whatever.
I will click your vids without bait. I like your energy quite a lot.
Oh, thank you, my cat. My cat is typing this. Excellent. Well, I mean, as long as the cat likes it, that's fine. Yes, Scott. So I'm doing YouTube full time. Got to keep the robot overlords happy. Yeah, it's the thing that's I think the most frustrating when it comes to like not just the clickbait stuff, but just how the algorithm works as a whole, is that if people didn't react to it, then if people didn't react to it, then it wouldn't become part of the algorithm, if that makes sense. Oh, the old Malifaux video. You know what? I don't know how well that did. I can't remember. Let's have a look. We can check right now. I think it did all right. I think it did okay, especially considering it's not Games Workshop. Oh, gee, wow. Okay, that's way better than I thought. Jesus. So 20,000 views. That's not bad. That is not... Oh, God, it was over a year ago. Jesus. Oh, it's taken so long to follow up on that. Oh, my God. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Oh. I'm no good at planning. It's terrible. Yeah, the original one did all right. It's a 50-minute video as well. 20k on a 50-minute video about something that isn't 40k. Mad. Nice. I'll take it. Is this the start of the golden age of technology? Yeah. See, there you go, Razor Wolf. That's the thing. It took me years to train myself to not reward negative/drama content and clickbait. It's really easy. It's really easy. I think people inherently there's just curiosity that overtakes, right? And so you're like, okay, I've got to know what this is. And it works. It works to the extent that YouTube only rewards that now. Like, that's... Oh.
Hi mate, long time lurker but first time watching your stream. Here's a small dono to your next crazy Dreadnought army heart.
Oh, thank you very much, Professor Protato. Protato. God, that took me a moment. That's an excellent name. Surprised face, yellow capital letters, clickbait title. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So the original Malifaux video, Duke of Petchington, was literally me going... It was basically a range review, but not. I was just going through trying to find a Malifaux video that I really, really liked. You know? Like a Malifaux mini or box that just caught my eye and I wanted it. So that's what I did. I went through everything. I kind of narrowed it down as to different boxes, and then I picked the one that I really wanted to check out and then got it. Auspex has managed to get his workflow down to an insane level of efficiency. It's crazy how quickly he can produce videos. The thing is, I think when it comes to Auspex, I think the way that he edits stuff, it clearly works for him, right? It totally works for him. I don't know that I could do that specifically. I don't know that I could make things that tight, condensed, and there's like a formula. And even though I know full well there's like a formula on my channel, and there's like a format that he has, and there's a format that I have, the way that he works would not work for me. I would not be able to deal with that. It would... I don't know. That wouldn't... I wouldn't find that satisfying. And that's not me saying that he should, you know, oh, he shouldn't like what he does. No, that's not what I mean. Like, yeah, it's the way he does stuff and what he produces is not what I think I could produce. I think I would burn out of it so quick. So quick. But that's fine because, you know, we're doing different things. We do different stuff. And that's the whole point of YouTube. Being able to do different stuff. Oh yeah, no, I can't be clean and objective. Well, that's the thing, right? It's unless you're talking strict stats, which we don't talk about. Like I can't be completely objective because when it comes to miniatures and when it comes to, you know, like marketing decisions or when it comes to artwork or when it comes to flavor or story or lore, you can't be objective on those things. Those are all subjective, like subjective topics. So there's no point trying to be objective about that kind of thing. It's one of the things that always gets me when it comes to like game reviews and stuff. When I see people go, "This isn't an objective review," of course it isn't. It can't be. When there is some element of interpretation when it comes to anything, you know, story or art related or music related. I mean, music technically art, but you know what I mean. Yeah, go and finish. Are they new Terminators? Tell me they're new Terminators. Have a Contempted Dread I'll be working on when I get my room done. Nice. Yeah. Absolutely love Contemptors. You would not believe it. Although not as much as Leviathans, to be fair. Metal minis can get in the bin. Can't stand them, metal minis. Oh, thank you very much for becoming a member, Chris A. Welcome in. Welcome to the gang. Had my first game of 10th last night. You know what? Okay, do you want a terrible confession? Do you want a terrible, shocking confession? I've not played 10th yet. I've not played 10th yet. I haven't played it yet. I really should play it. Oh, thank you very much for the gifted membership, Chris A. Welcome in, Wayne. Yeah, I've still not. I need to. I'm wondering whether should I say this out? Like, I mean, no, it's fine. You can always say no. You can always say no. I was thinking I will get these painted. Like, we get these painted, right? We paint these on Wednesday, and I might see if Mikey wants to do a a terrible battle report where I play 10th for the first time. I feel like that'd be a funny way to have a first game of 10th. Record it. I mean, I've already made an idiot of myself on a couple of battle reports now, so it wouldn't be any different to what's already happened, would it? It wouldn't be any different. Just be the same as before. Oh, thank you very much. My cat is typing this. Yeah, I'll have to message Mikey. I'm going away in a little bit, so it would probably be like a little bit later on, like the next few months. But I think it'd be a funny way to do a first game of 10th. Play a game of 10th with Dempsey. That's also. Oh, I feel like I've got a few. When I say I've got a few options, it depends entirely on whether they want to or not. But you know, it would be fun. Oh, they're metal Terminators. Oh my god. They're so so bad to try and do anything with. I do not like metal models at all. You know what? Oh, you know what? That's something we can do once the army company's done. Once this is done, right? You know what we could do? I've got this. I've got the Sisters of Battle army box, which is basically the combat patrol, isn't it? I've got that army box, and I never did anything with it. We could do a couple of weeks of assembling the Sisters of Battle and then painting the Sisters of Battle, because I'm pretty sure. Thank you very much, Lugubrious Chromehorn. What a name! What a name! That is incredible. I love it. What amazing. 10 out of 10 name there. I can't remember what I was talking about. I was so blown away by Lugubrious Chromehorn. It's still getting me. Oh my god. So yeah, the Sisters of Battle army box was what? That was basically the combat patrol, wasn't it? But minus the Rhino. Oh, Lugubrious, thank you so much. Thank you very much for the gifted memberships. Grab them while they're hot, gang. Don't let them go cold. That's really generous of you. Thank you so much. I'm totally derailed now. I'm absolutely derailed. So no, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? I think it is. What is the contents of the Sisters of Battle Army box? What is it? I don't know. I can't remember. Sisters of Army, did I just say? Oh my god. I'm just losing my mind. I'm absolutely losing my mind here. Okay. So we've got a Seraphim squad. We've got... Yes, Combat Patrol minus Rhino. Okay. Okay, awesome. No, that's great, because... Do I have... Oh... Unless I've sold it at some point, I may well have. I might. I might have a Razorback. I might have a Razorback somewhere. Because a Razorback is just a Rhino with an extra gun on it, and I might. Oh, I really want to check now, but we're midstream. I'm not going to check. But then, because like. That is a combat patrol. I would have a combat patrol then, wouldn't I? Oh, this could be something tasty. We could be set. We could be ready to go. I mean, I need to paint the tanks first. We're going to paint the tanks first. But I'm just saying, we could be good to go immediately. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to step over here for a sec. I can't turn the webcam because it'll fall off. But let me... Here you go. Here's a chair. Here's a nice chair. Look at that. 10 out of 10 streaming. Have you ever seen a stream like it before? No, you haven't. It's grade A entertainment. You wouldn't believe how entertaining the stream is. Oh my god. The critics are raving. But... Look at that. Look at that. I do have one. I do have one. I knew I had one. It isn't on the... I mean, I hid it. It's not on the pile of shame. It's like off to the side, away from the pile of shame. Mainly because I've had it for so long that I don't know when I bought this. This is old. Like, this is old. What does the current box look like for the Razorback? Because I'm pretty sure it's... Is it still this? Is it still this? Razorback. Is there a picture of the box on the website? Yeah. Yeah, no, that is... It's not the same, is it? It's not the same. Oh God! Actually, you're right. Beard Goblin, same pic, different graphics. Yeah, I mean that's like the old. It's the old logo, isn't it? So, all right. What have we got? So we've got the turret. Got the guns for the turret. That is a complete. Oh my God! Look at the sprue. Look at this. Look at the space on that. Jesus Christ! I'd forgotten how. It's so inefficient. That could be on a sprue half the size. Oh God, look at it. Oh, it's incredible. Also, I'd forgotten that the little spiky bit on the front is so naff on one side. It's just completely... You put your hand through there. More air than a walker's back in. Alright, that's quality. So we've got the lad on top. Obviously, we're not going to need him because he's a lad. Oh, these sprues are absolutely killing me. There's so much wasted space. It's unreal. Look at that. Look at the space on that. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, that's got some space on it. You think that one's bad? I think somehow that looks even worse. So there you go. We do have everything we need. We do have everything we need to sort out one Sisters of Battle Combat Patrol. Hell yes. Hell yes. There we go. Right, well, I mean, that's made my day, honestly. That's not true. Actually, that's not true. It's not made my day. What's made my day was you guys being so supportive and generous with super chats and memberships and gifted memberships. That's made my day. Finding the Razorback is like, that's just lifted it. That's just descended it slightly. That's the cherry on top of the good. So yeah, we have everything we need. And admittedly, right, the Razorback is... It doesn't look like the Sisters of Battle Rhino. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. But the thing is, that doesn't matter so much to me because the Sisters of Battle Rhino, like, it's got extra stuff on it. It has got like a different door on it. It's got a different front on it as well. But the thing is, it can still work, mainly because of how much extra stuff I already have from like other things. So I've got a bunch of these little candles. I've got a bunch of little candles which I've been using on my tanks. So those, I've got loads of these. So these can go like on top of the Razorback. When it comes to things like purity seals, I've got like literal little, like I think 10 or 20 little sprues of purity seals, little resin ones. So that'll be absolutely fine. Things like the front of it, where it's got the two different hatches, is going to be a little more tricky, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. There's also some like little kind of, what are they called, like filigree bits on the side of it, but I've got a load of Sylvaneth stuff left over from when I built, funnily enough, because that's something else I was going to build. There's like curly little filigree bits in boxes like this, so I can carve out some little filigree sections for the sides. Yeah, that's going to be Easy. Sorted. No problem. No problem at all. Oh, that's grand. Okay, well, it looks like we've got the plans for the next two like big hobby streams sorted, haven't we? We've got the Lehman Russes. We'll do Lehman Russes next week. And then we will do Sisters of Battle, and then we'll assemble Sisters of Battle, and then we'll paint Sisters of Battle. Sorted. Easy. Oh yeah, have I shown you this? I don't think I have. So I wanted a Lehman Russ Executioner, right? Oh yeah, 3D print some. I'll just 3D print some as well. I need to get my 3D printers properly set up. I put them in the garage, so they're not in the office with me because I didn't like the resin being right next to me. But I'll get that set up and sorted. So I needed a Lehman Russ Executioner, right? Now, a while ago, I built a Lehman Russ Punisher, and I wanted it to be something a little bit different. So instead of giving it sponsons with heavy bolters, it's a Punisher with 3 heavy bolters. So I thought what I'd do instead is just give it 2 Punisher Gatling cannons. So that way, it's still got the 3 guns, but instead of having 1 Punisher Gatling cannon, it's got 2, because that looks cooler to me. That looks fun. I like that. And it also looks a bit beefy because I've given it up-armoured sections over the tracks. So, I did that, and then I was like, okay, I want a Lehman Russ Executioner, and I kind of want to do something similar to the Punisher, but I don't want to do the same thing, because I don't like just doing the same thing twice. So, instead, I decided to do a Lehman Russ Executioner that has 2 plasma cannons, the Executioner plasma cannon, and the las cannon, but instead of putting the sponsons on, it's just got 2 Executioner plasma cannons on the turret. And it looks like it's been cobbled together. I used sections from the plasma gun off the Redemptor to give it more plasma-y stuff, and so now that is my Lehman Russ Executioner. You roll a 1 on this thing, it's real bad. Overheating is an absolute bitch for this guy. But you know what? Also, he's got a little bell. He's got a little bell so that when the cannons fire, people around them know that this thing's about to blow up and they can run away from it. And he's got the candles, and he's got a different engine compartment as well on the back. It's fun. I love making tanks. Tanks are great. Did I actually take a drink? Or did I open it and then roll a 1, it takes out your entire army? I mean, honestly, I would be totally happy with that. If I'm doing a game with a friend and I roll a 1 and it just auto explode, the whole thing just immediately explodes, I'd be down for that. That'd be hilarious. The only thing I'm struggling with, right? All of my different tanks have got some sort of like iconography or candles or something on them. Like, they've all got something on them that is kind of churchy, I guess is the way to put it. I don't know what to do to make this match. I don't know what to do to make this match, because like, if come here. This is my Baneblade. The Baneblade has got braking wheels on the back of it. If you don't know what a braking wheel is, look it up on Wikipedia and then despair at the state of humanity. See you later, plebiscite. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so that's my Baneblade. It's different, obviously. I wanted to mess with it a little bit. So it has the main battle cannon and the demolisher cannon on the front of what would be the Stormlord, and on the back where the transport capacity would be. Instead, it's got the braking wheels and a little pyre right over the engine bay, which obviously is ridiculous and would not work. But I'm not here to make sense. I'm here to make cool minis. And it's got little gargoyles on it, so We've got little gargoyles on the side, and we've got a sacred tank shell in a shrine on the front of it. Loads of candles and stuff. Got the wood, the big wood planks on the side of it. But then for this thing, I just don't know what to do to make it like that, because it's flying. It can't have candles. It can't have bodies on it. Like it's a real struggle. I just don't know how to make them. Like make it look like it's part of the same force outside of just the colours, and because just the colour's not enough. Oh no, it's getting caught on the stupid obelisk thing. Oh, you know what? Okay. Angelic wings, bodies hanging off chains on the bottom. I mean, I could angle the chains, I guess, so that they are like... Looks like the people are being dragged. That would be fun. A gothic mural where... that requires freehand. You're asking a lot there. You're asking a lot. A lot. Lanterns, the candles are then bolted down. That's fun. Long purity seals, that would work. Holy banners, tapestries. Okay, yeah, there's some good ideas. I've got so used to making the tanks where it's just like, okay, well, I know what to do with the tanks because I can put all sorts of trophies and corpses and all sorts of stuff on them, but I just ran out of ideas when it came to the Vulture. A guy standing on it reading a sermon. Oh my god, like those, what are they called? The ones who like what are they called? Is it airwalkers? The ones who stand on the plane the ones who stand on plane wings. Oh god. I mean, that's a really funny idea. That's a really funny idea. Add helicopter rotors, you don't need aerofoils then. That's actually quite... Oh man, that'll be a hell of a job now though. Longest held purity seal, like your Tesco receipt at Christmas. Oh god. Wing walkers, that's it. A wing walker reading from the Lectitio Divinatus would be hilarious. Oh, something that I didn't actually point out about that Baneblade is you can take the back of it off. You can take the back of the Baneblade off, and I've got a Bluetooth speaker that you can put into it, and it plays music. I'm going to see if I can... Hang on, let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find the little clip I did of that, because it's still one of the things I'm most proud of in a very stupid way. Oh, where is it? It's going to be around here somewhere. I'm having to like search my own my own Twitter account because I can't find it now. Damn. That's annoying. Oh well. That's one of those things where I know it's somewhere, but I don't know where the video is. Epical cheesy music. I think it was playing Powerwolf when I recorded the video. I'm pretty sure that's what I was. That's what it was. But yeah, I don't know where that video is, but it's it's dumb and it still works. Like it still works. I can still stick a speaker in the back of it. Powerwolf are great. I love Powerwolf. Powerwolf are fantastic. I've said like multiple times now, if ever you are like... Powerwolf are a great way to... If you like one, you will like all of them. Like they have found a sound. They've found a way of making music, and they have stuck to it to such an extent that if you hear a single Powerwolf song, you are guaranteed to like all other Powerwolf songs because they all sound the same. And that's not a criticism. That's not a problem. I don't dislike them for that. I love them for that. But it's definitely like, okay, well, if you like that, I've got good news for you. There's 18 albums worth of it, and all of it sounds exactly like what you just heard. There's just not that many bands that you can narrow down that much, you know? It's nice. Anyway, I was going to say something because I moved something else off the shelf and now I can't remember what it was. So, here is... Right, here we go. Here is another Cosmic Horror Mega Gargant, right? This is the most proud of a basing situation I've ever been. This is the most proud I've ever been of basing something. Because frankly, this thing looks like it's floating and I'm impressed with myself for it. It's not often that I'm like, hell yeah, I nailed it. But this time around, I think I did. Look at that. Look at the contact point on that. You turn it round, and it is barely touching. The centre of gravity is a bit off, but it's barely touching. In fact, actually, if I get it really close, you can kind of... Look how small that point of contact is. Yeah, look at that. And it stands, and it's stable. You can wobble it round. You can just... can hang it. And it's still... it still stays exactly there. I'm well happy with how that's come out. I feel like I'm in a new age, right? A new age of... No, well, I mean, technically, yes, I can drop it, but probably only the once. I was already happy with myself with the basing on this guy, because that was just a ridiculous basing situation that we've got going on there. It had to be the right height, and it was a whole thing to get it just right. But that still had more in the way of like a stable position to set in and to stand in. Whereas this thing, like, even as I was making it, I was like, how the hell am I going to base this? It's so... There's no point of contact for this. There's no legs. It's not going to stand on anything. It's just totally like stuck in somewhere, and it's going to have to balance, and I don't know how I'm going to make it do that, but here we are. I also don't know how I'm going to paint it. It's going to be a whole thing, but then again, we will have a pile of shame stream to deal with that, won't we? So effectively, we just need to, for the flyer, for the Vulture, we need some long purity seals. We need some lanterns that can like hang down. Oh, lanterns that hang down from the wings would be really fun. If I can get hold of like some STLs for like books, like a big open book or two that could be chained to the wings, that would be cool. Yeah, we could. Yeah, there's some. You give me some good ideas there. You've given me some really good ideas. Excellent. And I feel like I can probably actually make it so that it fits in with the rest of the army, which is nice. Oh, Ravenwing. That's a good call. That's a good call. Oh, and there's an accessories pack. There is. Oh, it's only a tenner. Actually, a tenner's not bad. Okay, Aksu, no worries. Thank you very much for stopping by. Oh, that Ravenwing pack is pretty solid, actually. Yeah, that's good. So we've got some really long parchment going on. Where there's like cherub type things or something with some long paper, like a big long flag. There is a massive tied down book. Yeah, no, that's great. That's awesome. That is perfect. Okay, nice. Yeah, long purity seals as well. Quite a few, like, Dark Angels icons, but that's fine. Oh, sorry, I thought I'd switched it over, but I'm just being useless. There we go. I genuinely thought I'd switched that over so you could actually see what I was looking at, but I hadn't. Hello, Anthony. All good, thank you. And you get a nice big plastic zip tie bag. Nice. Yeah, that would work super. That would work super well. Super well. So, yeah, come here. If we've got this lad. Ignore the fact they haven't painted the bottom yet. Oh no. Yeah, so if we've got this, we can take the smaller purity seals and put them on the edges of the wings. We can take the longer ones and maybe put them further back so they're like trailing from the back of the wings. The big book. I reckon the big book could go maybe on top of the engine cowling, or we just put it on the nose of it. We put it like straight across the front there. Depending on the size of the book, we'd have to see the size of the book. Yeah, that's great. That's really, really good. And I think lanterns, I think I've already got some. I think I've already got some lanterns as well. I mean, we could also go and get a bit of green stuff to make some long cloth type stuff as well. Anthony, this is the most all over the place stream that we've done so far, because I started streaming with no idea as to what we were going to talk about. So, what we're doing is whatever comes up, which is probably, I don't know, not advisable. But we've had some good ideas. I feel like this has been like, I didn't set out to do a planning stream, but we do seem to have done a planning stream. That's the disaster, yeah. Yeah, it's just a mess from start to finish. Something to make the front look like a gargoyle head. Oh, what have we got? What have we got that could do that? Like a proper, like, snarling gargoyle. Oh! You know what? Oh yeah, that was to see what the fuck. You know what? It is pretty funny looking at that, actually. I don't know. Which do you prefer? Gang? Which do you think looks better? Like, out of the two boxes, what do you think? Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure which is the best one. Well, see, that's the thing. I was just thinking, a Terrorgeist head. I have a Terrorgeist head going spare. Because I've built, out of 3 Terrorgeist kits, out of 3 Zombie Dragon / Terrorgeist kits, I have got... Yeah, I've got use out of 2 Terrorgeist heads and 1 Zombie Dragon head. So I do have at least 1 Terrorgeist and 2 Zombie Dragon heads spare. So, I mean, either one we could try. That would be fun. That would be really fun. Oh, has it got the... Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. It's got the assault cannon in there. Okay. All right. Well, I feel like we're getting some good... We're getting some good stuff out of this. This sprue is great. I didn't realise they still sold this separately, you know. What other accessories do they still sell? Oh, dear. Is that it? Is that the only two? Wasn't there a Land Raider one and a Chaos one too? Hello, Irregulator. If there's no water coming out of it, it's a grotesque, not a gargoyle. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Why did I open Ravenwing accessory again? So wait, those are the only packs that we currently have? That's pretty funny. Oh. Okay, so yeah, I could have sworn that... I mean, there was a Chaos one for ages. Ages and ages and ages. You could get the Chaos one separately, and then they stopped selling the Chaos one, which made me annoyed. Like, genuinely annoyed. That felt not on. The Chaos sprue comes with the Land Raider and the Rhino box. Wait, so there is still the Chaos one available? Because oh boy, I'd forgotten about that. Look, if you want to get hold of this, lad, you need to do it quickly. The Tiger Shark bombers. What have we got? Terrain. Gaming accessories. Yeah, that's the thing. Where would they even be? Upgrade. Upgrade pack. That's a good call. Got the Blood Angel, special weapons. I keep forgetting how much is in the special weapons and heavy weapons upgrade packs. Ridiculous amount of stuff. Wow, the Gene Stealer Cult one looks to be not great value. Well, I suppose it's alright. Escher, Raven Guard. There's so many. There's so many of these now. I feel like there used to be a good number, but I can't believe they're still selling this. I can't believe they're still selling this. Come on. Just stop. Just release actual proper Noise Marines. Zangor upgrade pack. Oh, interesting. Wait, wait, is there just no Chaos one now? Because that's outrageous. Let's have a look at just Chaos Space Marines. View all. I need to get a Noctilith Crown, but I need it for something completely unrelated to a 40k Chaos army. it's for another Cosmic Horror Mega Gargant. Yeah, nope. There's no Chaos Spikes available. No longer allowed. Denied. Heavily denied. It's a real shame. It's a real shame. Especially consider that the Land Raider is £55. It's so old. So is this, to be fair. This upgrade pack, that is old. The only reason I got one of these is because of buying the Mars Alpha pattern, Lehman Russ from Forge World, and I bought that because I wanted it to be the tank commander for my armoured company. And that is the old Hunter Killer missile. That is an old sprue, isn't it? You can even see that the dozer blade looks like... In the picture, it looks kind of uneven and bumpy. Which is like... Oh my god, lads. Come on. Chaos Upgrader in the Land Raider and the Rhino set. Yeah, so you just can't get it separately. That's frustrating because it's a separate sprue. And they still do a bunch of upgrade packs, so... And Chaos are the ones that need that kind of thing more. I'm trying to remember when they removed that, actually. Because a little part of my cynical little soul is that they removed it round about the time Chaos Knights. Like, I don't know. Was it around the same time? I might be way off on my timings there, but when it comes to the fact that for a while the only way to play Chaos Knights was to buy Imperial Knights and then chaos them up, not having access to a dedicated Chaos Sprue, which is something that had been available for years and years, just very frustrating. Because you don't want to buy a Knight Despoiler and then buy a Land Raider or a Rhino just to get the spikes to put on it, you know? And I seem to remember I said that once before and someone said, oh, well, if you play Chaos, you should have loads left over. I beg to differ. When I had a big old Chaos army, I had loads and loads of spikes, and they were all attached to vehicles, because I wanted to make all my vehicles extra Chaos. You could get the sprue in Conquest magazine. I got a few back then. Oh, interesting. Okay. My question is, when are they going to release a Knight Tyrant equivalent size Chaos Knight, dedicated Chaos Knight? Because that's got to happen, right? That's got to happen. I feel like it's likely, at least. Hello, Cove. Oh, thank you for the offer, Anthony. But I'm all right. I've not got like a huge amount of Chaos stuff going on at the moment. I realised the other day that I totally abandoned my Emperor's Children army. Like, I totally abandoned that. I ended up just building a Chaos Knight army instead, which is not what was originally intended. But oh well, it happens. You get distracted, don't you? You get distracted. I still want one of those. I still want a Knight Abominant, but it's very much a at some point in the future kind of deal. With the plastic Horus Heresy Knights, it might be a while to make more. That's true. That is true. Oh, there's a question. There's a question for you, right? Who's getting the Cities of Sigmar box? Who's succumbing to the temptation? Who's doing it? Who's going for that? Because there's got to be a few of you who are going for it. Want but can't. I think that's where I am currently, to be honest. Want to, but it's not going to happen. I would love to, but, you know, sensibly, no. And you know what? It sucks being sensible. It's naff. It's naff being sensible. I don't want to be sensible. I want to be rash and impulsive, but that's not possible currently. I've even like to finish off the next few points worth of Cosmic Horror Mega Gargants. I've been looking on eBay for Lauka Vi, because I've been like, well, if someone's selling her off cheap, right? If someone just doesn't want her anymore and they're just selling her off cheap, then I'll grab her. But no, nowhere's selling her off cheap. Nowhere is. Makes me real sad. I didn't even think she was that popular. And yet, real difficult to get a hold of for cheap. Still sat on the Seraphon one. 3,000 points of 3,000 points of Slaves of Darkness to finish. That's okay. That's fair. Maybe finish that first. That is another thing. Actually, I genuinely considered it, but then I was like, I don't really have the budget for that right now. And also, there's stuff I got to paint. There's stuff I've got to paint. I've got 2 more Cosmic Horror Mega Gargants. Those have got to get painted. We've got the Lehman Russes. Those need to be painted. We've got that Sisters of Battle box that we're now going to do. Yeah, I mean, like we've got plenty. We've still got Sylvanas to kit bash. So we've got this box and we've got a box of skeletons. to make another 5 tree revenants. So we've got that to do. There's plenty. There is plenty to keep me going. I've got a big old Nurgle demon up there that I need to finish off. Yeah, the list is endless. The list is endless. I've still got a Realm of Metal Mega Gargant to finish. It just needs like 2 things doing and then painting, and it's done. I just haven't got round to it yet. But not going to get the Sigmar box, but definitely going to buy the Manticore. Yes. Oh, excuse me. Definitely. The Manticore, yeah, I want the Manticore. The Manticore was amazing. So tired of being sensible, fell for a scam on Monday. Oh no, Merlins, what was it? Pile of shame streams are going to be content for months. Look, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I mean, at some point we're going to have to do the Cursed City pile of shame stream, and that's going to be very, very shameful. That's going to be super shameful. Because I've been playing it with unpainted models. Oh, terrible. But actually, that's not true. I've been playing it, but with a friend, and they've now finished painting their models. We just haven't used most of mine. But the thing is, I want to like kit bash bits of them and stuff, because I can't help myself. How many Dreadnoughts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on, is that 6 or 7? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 there. 7, 8. Yeah, 8. Okay. There you go. 8. There's 8 of them. There's 8 Dreadnoughts, alright? There's 8. Only 8. Don't need to get excited about it. There's only 8 Dreadnoughts. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Want to start a custom chapter Space Marine army? Do it. Custom chapter is cooler than any other chapter. Look, 8 isn't that many, alright? Leave me alone. It's less than I had before. And the sad thing is that is actually genuinely true. It is less than I had before. There's also a Barak Var Skyfleet for the Karajan Overlords over there as well. But that, to be fair, we're not touching that for a little bit, because once we have our Armoured Company in 40k, we're converting the 3 boats in the Barak Nar Skyfleet into steam tanks, is what we're doing. Because we're starting an armoured company for Age of Sigmar. Because you can have 10 steam tanks in that. And I reckon I've got the parts for... so there's 3 in there. There's another one down there. So I've got the parts for 4 steam tanks, at least, to start with. And there's going to be more than that. There's going to be more. I think I can probably make... Just thinking, if we cut the larger ones in half... we've basically got enough for 6 steam tanks. Which is not bad. 6 steam tanks? That's reasonable. That'll do. We can make some weird ones as well, because like the actual guy, the main guy, has got like a big globe thing that carries him around. We're going to put some legs on that. That's going to be another steam tank. It's going to look a little bit Iron Harvesty at points. So yeah, that'll be fun, that one, actually. I'm looking forward to that one. We've also got a Warcry box. And we've got a dwarf team for Blood Bowl. We've got a dwarf team for Blood Bowl to paint. We've got to paint that too. I want to play Blood Bowl. I want to play it, but I've never got around to playing it. The only Dreadnought I have is the ballistus one from Leviathan. There's no shame in only having one Dreadnought. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Oh, I also got... I also got the captain from Leviathan and immediately gave him a heavy stubber. Yeah, look at that. Why? I don't know. It seemed like a fun idea at the time, so I did it. Because big gun equals better gun. Totally pointless, but there you go. Still have the entire Marine Leviathan half sitting in a box. Well, I've got the Screamer Killer, the Neuro Tyrant, and the Neurophage sprues that we need to make something fun out of. Blood Bowl can be fun, but requires a certain attitude. Yeah, well, I mean, I've never been. It somewhat like stupidly, one might argue, I've never been into wargaming for the winning. If I was, then I would be a bitter, disappointed person. But I've never been in it for that. So I'm just here for funny things to happen when you roll dice. And Blood Bowl seems like that's what that whole game is built around. Also, aren't dwarves supposed to be a bit OP in Blood Bowl? I only picked them because they look cool, so... Which is how I pick everything I run on the tabletop. Okay, let's go up a little bit because I've skipped a few. I don't think we're getting Brass Scorpions back, unfortunately. Need to see Marine reveals before I know what my budget is for the next 6 months. Yeah, that's fair. Good worker regulator. I mean, painting stuff that you've got had sitting around for ages, it always feels good. Always. The last set of model out of my Cursed City box just got converted into some Vargeist. Nice. Someone created a dummy page for... Oh, God. Hornby Model Railways and Formula 1 competition I entered. Yep. God, the proliferation of just scams in general on the internet it's difficult. Like, it's genuinely difficult. Half of all the steam tanks that was in the old world. Well, yeah, but you know, who cares about law? Don't quote me on that. If you had to start a new army you've never done before, what would it be? Either AOS or 40k? Oh, God, that's a difficult question. That's a genuinely difficult question. Let's... Alright. Something I've never painted, something I've never done before. I don't know. I actually don't know. So what have I done? What have I done? I've done Necrons. I've done Orcs. I did a little bit of Tau once. I've done Chaos Space Marines. I've done Chaos Knights. Haven't done Thousand Suns, World Eaters, or Death Guard. I've never done Chaos Demons. I've done Astra Militarum. I've technically done Custodes, but not really. I've sort of done it. Space Marines, I mean, look, Space Marines are Space Marines. I've had a biker army. I've had like close combat army before. I had some Minotaurs for a short while. Like, I don't know. Out of all of them, I think maybe Eldar? Maybe Eldar, or maybe Tyranids. Maybe Eldar or Tyranids. I don't know. I've just never done demons. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I've just never done them. Just never done them. They're just like... I can make my own demons. Meta Hound. Wait, Eldar good. Are Eldar good at the moment? I think they are, aren't they? Oh no. Oh no, have I become a meta chaser? Have I done it? I should know this because I've been watching Mikey a lot and he will have mentioned this and I don't remember it. Eldar, okay, Eldar are really top. What type of Eldar army though? What type of Eldar army? Because I'm not interested in Shining Spears or Shroud Runners. I don't care about those. I like them, but I'm not doing it. If I did Eldar, it would be all about Wraith Lords and Wraith Knights and the other Wraith guys. What are they called? What are the other ones? The big lads, Wraith Guard. You're going to tell me that those are the worst ones, aren't you? Wraiths and anything with D-cannons. Oh. Okay. Whoops. Oh, dear. Look, really what I've just said is what I want is the Eldar equivalent of just heavy walkers and mechs. So, I don't know why we're surprised by that. I don't know why we'd pretend that isn't always what I would have gone for when it comes to Eldar. Oh, the person who buys loads of tanks and dreadnoughts wants to buy wants to run an army that's all heavy armor. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Do a Power Rangers army every single aspect with all Phoenix Lords attached. Oh, but that means buying ancient models that look bad. Or at least haven't aged well. I mean, hang on, let's just have a look at the... Where are the... Wait. Did I skip past some of the Phoenix Lords? Or have they ditched a few of them? Did I skip past them? Am I being blind? Hang about, gang. Hang on. Have they removed a load of the Phoenix Lords off the site? Have they done it? Because I'm looking and I can't see. I can't see some of them. They've been rotated out. Huh, I missed that. I mean, to be fair, it's about time, innit? Because some of them, absolutely ancient. Okay. Alright. So, hello, awesome one. I'm not replying to that. Also, was that through WhatsApp? No. So, alternate Phoenix Lords, right? We want 28-minute Space Dark Elves. I love it. Yeah, let's have a look at some Space Elves. Let's see. Phoenix Lord got binned 6 months ago. Wow, I'm really behind on my... I'm really behind on my 30-year-old miniatures. Or whatever the hell. So we've got... Oh, look at that. Got some Exodite action. Nice. I'm losing my voice. That's not good. So, Darting Ospreys, Cast Leader. Oh, okay, so we've got the Swooping Hawks one. Well, I do like Artel W. I do like them. There's some cool models. There is some cool models in this range. They do some weird stuff as well. Spectral Spinner what the... I don't even know what's happening with this. Oh. Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. Literally exploding out of a definitely not Space Marine. Hell yes. I mean, that is an entrance. That is an entrance right there. Look at that. That's great. Oh, fantastic. I mean, it was confusing initially. I'm not going to lie. But that is pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Oh, great. Oh, it looks decent. It looks decent. I've got to give it to him. So we've got a striker, definitely not striking scorpion. That just looks like a predator. I know the striking scorpions do look like predators, but that's cool. That is cool. Oh, they're doing Phoenix Lords better than Games Workshop is, which arguably shouldn't be possible, but you know. I mean, that squad leader is literally just Predator, but fine. Flaming Drake Prime. Oh, wow. Wow. Jesus. That's full on, isn't it? Horrible way to die, that. Having a water portal rip you to bits. Yep. Yep. Oh god, there's some nice stuff in here. There's some fun stuff. Oh, hello. Oh, it's what's his name? They've got the lad, the guy. I should totally remember his name, and I don't. Am I going to get kicked off YouTube for looking at this? I feel like I'm going to get kicked off YouTube if I look at that too closely. Just a feeling I've got. Although I did notice that there was a male slave. There was a male slave available, so that's, you know, equal opportunity. These look class. These look great. The metal helm with the teeth is grim. Love that. Nice. Fleshmaster Urizul Taraka. Wow. Okay. Bit mad. Oh, that's his armchair. Oh, he's got 4 arms. Oh my god. That's awesome. That's great. You know what other proxies have they got? Now I'm just like, oh, what have we got here? So start with Forces of Abyss. The names are killing me. The names are absolutely killing me. Uddy the... Right, okay, this one needs work. Uddy the Legend. Oh, what? He's got a bass guitar? Hell yes. Look at that. Alright, all forgiven. Uddy the Legend. Nice. Nice. Can someone try and get Doreen to say Uddy the Legend? I want to know if she can say Uddy. I'm guessing she probably can't. Abyss All-Star... Oh, what? So wait, this is just part of it. There's a full band. There's a full band. We've got an electric violinist. We've got a Nurgle demon on sax of trumpet phone. What? Got 2 vocalists. Nice. Nice. This is great. Oh, 3 vocalists. We've got 3 vocalists. This is awesome. This is a great idea. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 on that. I don't know if you looked at any of the, you know, serious stuff that they've done so far. Okay. I mean, they just thumbnail alone, sort of generically looking lads, which is fine. Alternatives is always good. Although that version of definitely not Khan. That's a pretty cool helmet. That's a pretty cool helmet. Yeah, interesting. The other thing as well is they do give you, like, not on every kit, but it tends to be, you know, an option here or there, which is nice. Oh, three heads, 2 axes, optional cape, optional shoulder pads. Nice. Yeah, that's fun. Oh, and there's an entire squad of them. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's. They look imposing. They definitely look imposing. Okay, I've got to see what the Inquisition have got though. Just randomly looking at Artel W was not what I had on the card for today, but then again, I didn't have anything on the cards today, so Mr. Mr. Chair. Oh, Jesus. No, they didn't even give him a first name. Mr. Chair. Wow. Wow. They call me Mr. Chair. What? Come on. Lads, you could have given him some. You could have given him some semblance of an actual name, Mr. Chair. What? Oh God. Oh. Why? Why though? Why just Mr. Chair? Jesus Christ. That's absolutely baffling that. Oh, what a decision. What a decision. His will and loyalty is stronger than ever. His soul is hardened in flame. His service is not over. His enemies are doomed. Mr. Chair is here. Oh, wow. Oh, God. Amazing. Wait, does Ravener actually get called Mr. Chair in the books? Does he seriously? I mean, it's still a hell of a... I just love the idea that someone stumbles across this not knowing anything about... not knowing anything about Ravener. And they're just like... Mr. Chair. Oh, God. I genuinely didn't know that. To just call the model that, though. Oh, there's a distinct lack. There's a distinct lack there. Oh, well, no, it's 40k related, so it's definitely Ravener. I just didn't realise that there was an actual Mr. Chair nickname. How does she know what she's fighting? What's the actual quality of the... Oh, I tell you what, that's a good cast. Look at that. I don't know what she's supposed to do. They also have a Juggernaut. Do they? What, in the Inquisition range? Are they crossing universes? That's not allowed. I do like this demon host, though. Sorry, the captive. I mean, that looks very, very similar to the one that Games Workshop have got. It does look good, though. Yeah, the quality of the casts, pretty consistently from what I've seen, have been really nice. I'm trying to remember what I've got. I've got like a couple of things from them. I'm just trying to remember what bits I've got. I think I've got a guy who was basically the protagonist of Dishonored somewhere. I think he was from Artel W. Maybe he was from somewhere else. But yeah, I've had a couple of things off these guys, and they've always been decent quality. They've always been like nicely sculpted, and the casts have always been decent. Oh, what is this? This looks awesome. Oh, like, immense! Look at that, lad. Look at the girth on that. Look at the girth on Judge Giulio Della Insidioso. I've definitely not pronounced that correctly. That's really fun. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. This has gone. I mean, I don't know what the. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty much just Necromunda, but in a. I'm okay with it though. Oh. So what's in this guy? 9 characters. Oh, okay. It's a whole thing. Okay, she looks like an absolute legend. Ooh. Is that just because of a bad picture? I hope so. I hope that's because of a bad picture, because that's not clean. That did have quite a John Blanche feel to it, didn't it? Yeah, that's got to have just been a bad photo, because look at that. It's like weirdly pixelated. That guy's cool. Like him. I want that to be me when I'm like 80. Fur coat. Fancy fancy shoes. Couple of pistols and a bionic arm. That's what I want when I'm old. Yeah, they do some good stuff. Governor Swan. Live the dream. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it now, right now. Oh God. Oh wait, do they have magnetic heroes? Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay. Bunch of customizable miniatures with magnets included. That is a great idea. That is a 10 out of 10 idea. Huh. I like that. That's cool. Price-wise, what? 20 quid? 20 quid per figure? But you get a bunch of different options, and they are massively customizable. You know what? I like that idea a lot. That's pretty fun. Good amount of options as well. Quite a lot of options. Some of them repeated. Yeah, some of the weapons are repeated from one kit to the other. But, huh. Yeah, that's quite a fun idea. And also, I didn't know they did their own game. When did Artel make their own game? When did that start? I've missed that. Oh, look at that. You can download the rules for free. That's genuinely helpful. Genuinely handy, isn't it? Being able to download the rules for free. Just, you know, throwing it out there. I mean, they've got exosuits, so that's already a good start. And whatever the hell this is, which I'm already in. I'm already all in. Yeah, that's a cool mech. That is a cool mech. That's fun. Anyway, what did we even start talking about? What were we talking about when we went down that rabbit hole? Because I genuinely don't know. I can't remember. What was the question? That was it. It was armies. Like what army to play that I've never played before in 40k or AOS. That was what prompted that. Jesus Christ. Oh, what a tangent. What a massive, massive tangent that was. My God. You know what, though? It does make me think, though, that... I mean, for 40k, because I've been playing it longer than AOS, because AOS hasn't existed for anywhere near as long as 40k, there's also, like... For AOS, there's loads of stuff that I haven't played. There's loads. All I've played is Soulblight Gravelords and Sons of Behemoth. That's it. Those are the only two armies that I've ever played. So there's loads to choose from. Realistically, the next army that I have for AOS is the closest thing to completion that I have for AOS is Sylvaneth. But then beyond that, it would be Cities of Sigmar. Because I'm going to end up with, steam tanks. Then again, I mean, realistically, here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing. The armoured company for 40k is in some way feasible, right? The tanks are decent. The tanks are pretty good. You'll be able to do something with them, even if I think at the moment Baneblades will struggle to move around the battlefield and still shoot things. The steam tank army is objectively trash. Like it's bad. It's really, really bad. Let me just get the stats up for it. Because the steam tank is not a good unit. It's really fun, don't get me wrong, but it's not good. Here we go. So obviously, don't use this site for all of your stuff, because technically you shouldn't, but we're looking at it anyway. So these things, they're not good. At their best, they can move 2d6 inches. So potentially you could have your steam tank move 2 inches. That's rough. Like, that level of reliability is not great. It's not ideal. It's not really what you want. The steam cannon starts out with a really cool range, but then it does degrade. It's just not great. It's just not a great unit. But it's just the fact that you can have them as battle line if the general is a steam tank with commander, which is the same as how armoured companies work. But, well, at least it sort of was. But like that's what I love about it. It's just another armoured company, but in AOS. Except the tanks are objectively not all that great. The start of your hero phase, you can choose to overpressure this model's boiler. If you do so, roll 2d6. If the roll is less than the number of wounds currently allocated to this model immediately suffers d3 mortal wounds. So, like, you can absolutely trash it. Because if you're successful, you can make it move better, and it gets more attacks. But that's, like, it's not going to go well most of the time for me, because I can't roll. Type the word Lord in the Games Workshop store. Okay. Oh, Caldor Dread. What am I looking at? Oh, that's a totally different thing to what I was expecting. Oh yeah, 7 pages. Okay. Now I'm just going to... Oh no, that's Lord of the Rings, isn't it, what we're talking about? I was like, I don't recognise that. But then I wouldn't, would I? You can still get the... I thought those were like... I thought the dice were limited. Maybe I'm just misremembering quite badly. So much stuff out of stock as well. Look at that. That is a lot of stuff out of stock. Why? Oh my god. Also, that Osgiliath box, I don't know when the last time was that I saw that in stock. Genuinely, I don't know how long ago that was. It was quite some time. Oh yeah, that when they moving warehouses again? They put a notification up somewhere, didn't they? Was it at the front of the site? I think it said. This guy is a legend, by the way. Brock Grungson, Lord Magnate. He's an absolute hero. So yeah, orders placed after 21st July. Be interesting to see how much of an effect that has, actually. Because I feel like there's been a real issue with just supply in general for a bit now. I really... You know what? Now I'm looking at this, I want a Lord of Change. I want a Lord of Change. I shouldn't want a Lord of Change, but I do. Oh yeah, today is the 21st. Oh my god. Oh, I'm losing it. This has been all over the shop, this one. The stream has been all over the shop. It's been an absolute mess from start to finish. It's also hammering it down outside. So, what do we reckon then? Do we do Wednesdays? Do we do like midweek? Do we do like midweek, a bit of midweek, like pile of shame, chipping away at it? So next week we do Lehman Russes. Then the week after, we can do us some Scissors of Battle. Assemble those so that we've got the combat patrol, and then the next pile of potential stream that we do, we can paint some Scissors of Battle. Then once we've done those two, do we do the Mega Gargants? Get those done and out of the way, because we'll have two of them. We can get those done. Then once we've done the Mega Gargants, we can start building some steam tanks or painting some 3D printed stuff. Either. We've got options. We've got lots of options. Oh, Warhammer Legends. Oh, Warhammer Legends is up. Hang on, let's have a quick look and see what we got. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a glance. Right, I was going to look at Moonstone, and I just didn't. I just didn't look at it. Okay. So. Oh, I'm going tired. What? First off, gang. That's genuinely surprising. Correct. So, okay. So we're going to go through. We're going to go through the Legends field manual. We're going to take a glance, see what we can see. But the first thing that I'm seeing here, right, gang? The first thing that I'm seeing here is the Battle Sanctum. Wasn't the Battle Sanctum introduced relatively recently? Is that not their scenery bit? Their big scenery thing that they had? I'm sure that's what that was. I'm sure that's what that was. But that means it's already gone. So presumably, mind you, then again, I don't know that would even provide anything now because of the changes to the terrain. Because it's the one with the big statue of the woman in it. Which, admittedly, I don't think you can get anymore. I don't think you could get it for quite some time. Was it in 8th? Okay, so full 2. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, the Repressor going makes me sad. The Repressor was great. I love the Repressor. If I could find a Repressor now, I would totally grab one. I'd use it as a Rhino. Oh, Jesus, that's a big, long list. Mind you, so much of the Space Marines ones are just like... It's all the Horus Heresy stuff, ain't it? So, got the Sikaran variants, got the Spartan. The Spartan going is so bad. It's so bad. Oh, dear. Land Raider Achilles. Real shame. I've got one of them up there. But, you know, Leviathan obviously is gone. So is the... Well, the Contemptor will be in the other one, in the Legends of the thingy, Horus Heresy. But yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff gone. Wait, where is the Contemptor? Is the Contemptor not been removed then? Hang on, because Company Champion, Chaplain, Venerable Dreadnought. So the Contemptor hasn't gone. Because it should be... Oh, no, there it is. Relic Contemptor Dreadnought. Okay. What? I mean, there's the poor old Leviathan. Gone but not forgotten. We love you, Leviathan, but I'm afraid it's over. Sanguinary Priest on bike. That's it for Blood Angels. Iron Priest on Thunderwolf. There's Ghost Space Marines. Is the Honor Guard. Yep. It's just... yeah, there we go. Like, just the Forge World stuff. Eldario got quite a bit missing. So, Bone Singer, Corsair, Cloud Dancer Band, Corsair Reaver Band, Corsair Sky Reaver Band. Good grief. Wait, the Wasp Assault? Hang on. What? Oh, wait, no. The Vampire Raider and Vampire Hunter, those are Forge World ones, aren't they? I'm getting confused as to what's where. I mean, removing Inquisitor and Terminator armor is cowardly behaviour and disgusting. So that's, you know, why would you? Oh, God. Ugh. So much gone. Have I been calling my thing of Vulture... Wait, have I been calling my thing the wrong name? No, it's a Vulture gunship, isn't it? Yeah, not a Vendetta gunship. So that's still got... So the Vulture can still be used properly. That's... I mean, that's good. That's good for me. That's good for me. The Vulture's staying. That's fun. Which one is the Vendetta? I can't remember which one that is, the Vendetta. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep, the one with the twin link las cannons? Yes. Alright. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't think they've... Have they sold that forever? I don't know how... I don't think that's been available for a while. It used to be... Wasn't it just a kit you could get? Just like a little conversion kit you could get off Forge World. So Jestology, it's not like... It's not... It's both bad and good. It's hard to describe. So Legends is basically where Games Workshop will take away support for a model or a unit. And what they do is, instead of saying this doesn't have any rules anymore, you just can't use it, what they do is they put it into Legends. So they give it a stat line, they give it abilities, they give it a points cost, and then that is just how that stays for the entire edition. You can't use it in, like, tournament play. You can use it... It's so that you can use it in friendly games, but if you rock up to a tournament, the chances are you're going to be told, no, you can't use this because it's Legends, and therefore it's not eligible for competitive play. It's so that you can still use your old models, and you can still play with them, but they will never revisit them. You won't be able to... They won't be, like, rebalancing or updating them. It's just so that you can still play with them, but Games Workshop don't have to worry about making sure that they are balanced in the game overall. honestly, it is a better system than simply abandoning them, because there's so many of them that, like, in like the old days, it was just, okay, this no longer is, you just can't use this anymore. This model's irrelevant. You can't use it for anything. But this time, like, what they do now and have done for a little while now, is just give it a stat line, give it some points, and then never look at it again. So you can still use it, but just not in tournaments. Yeah, the Elysian drop troops are gone. But they haven't sold Elysian stuff for ages. The Elysian stuff's been gone for ages. The Gorgon disappearing is sad, but I think that was that gone last edition as well? I can't remember. It's kind of hard to keep on top of how much is taken away. Death Guard losing Possessed. Did anyone do Possessed in Death Guard armies? Raven Strike Fighter and Reaper gone from Dracarys, again Forge World. Gene Stealer Cults, again it's the Frag Drill. Grey Knight's Dreadnought is gone, and so is the Razorback. That was a weird choice. Why would you get rid of the Relic Razorback? Is that the same as just a normal Razorback? I don't know. Oh Jesus, that's a list. God damn. Yeah, Bloodslaughter is gone. So it sucks. It sucks. The Bloodslaughter and the Decimator being taken away is garbage. It's just hot garbage. Absolute trash. Like, you don't get to complain about, well, we take stuff away from the Space Marines because the Space Marines have got too much stuff, and then do the same thing to the Chaos Space Marines, who, last time I checked, range-wise, had... I mean, you know what? I say last time I checked. Let's look. Let's look right now. Let's go to Warhammer 40,000. Then we'll take a look at how much Space Marine stuff is there. So if you just go in generic Space Marines, you've got 89. If you go to Chaos, 50. So the argument kind of breaks down there, doesn't it? Well, we took a load of stuff away from Space Marines because they're hard to balance, because there's just so many damn Space Marines, which is your own fault because you keep making too much Space Marine stuff. And then they do the same thing for Chaos, even though Chaos, proportionally, has got nowhere near the same amount of stuff. Anyway. It was garbage before. It's garbage now. So, yeah, losing the Decimator and the Bloodslaughterer is trash. I'm pretty sure the Khitan Ravager is also gone, which is, again, trash. Just so much stuff. Like, even if people weren't taking them all that regularly, the Greater Brass Scorpion it's a thing that's been there for ages. Like, why get rid of that now? Feels like it's not in the name of balance when there's so many that have just been ditched when Chaos didn't have anywhere near as much to start with. Anyway, the Legions, Demonica, Angrath the Unbound Furies, Plague Toads, but Scalthrax the Bloated. Wow, so they've got rid of a bunch of stuff from Demons as well. That again, like, Demons are not overflowing with options. It's basically, they just looked at Forge World when we don't have to deal with this anymore and just got rid of them. Just ditched anything Forge World related. And that's pretty much all it is. Apart from Space Marines, where they also ditched all the Horus Heresy stuff as well, except for the few things that they didn't drop. Like Relic Terminators. Those are fine, you can keep those. Even though they're definitely Horus Heresy based. Town Empire again, it's all Forge World, but they haven't lost. If I'm correct in thinking, I don't believe Tau have lost the big chunky lad. Come here, I can't remember what it's called. Have Tau lost the big chunky lad? Come here, Tau. Supremacy Armour, I don't see that on here. Yeah, so they haven't lost Supremacy Armour, so that's something. Because, look, it's immense. In fact, actually, they've lost the XV9 hazard suits. Oh, they have lost Shazo whatever. Do they still even sell Shazo? Oh yeah, okay, they do. Oh, that's a real shame that's gone to Legends though, because that's a cool model. But we've lost the XV9s. The Forge World Tau suits look better than the they look better than the ones that Games Workshop proper makes, which is kind of disappointing, but we've still got the 107 and the 109, so that's something. Also, they've put the Orca into Legends. When's the last time they were selling the Orca? I don't think I've seen the Orca for sale for I don't even know how long now. A while. Again, Great Narlock has not been available for ages as well, so the Tyrion has lost the Malanthrope and the Sky Slasher swarms. Okay, there. Unaligned forces. Oh, okay, there's loads of stuff. Most of it is terrain. I think terrain as well. The Archivist? What is that even from? Oh, that's Blackstone Fortress, isn't it? Blackstone Fortress, terrain, more terrain, Blackstone, terrain, Blackstone, terrain. Okay. Quite a lot of stuff gone. There. Right? But yeah, it's pretty much all the Forge World stuff they just cleared out. Oh, it's the Zote from Blackstone Fortress. I couldn't remember which one he was, only that's where he was from. It's close enough. Oh. Well, there's nothing massively surprising in there. We already knew that they were ditching a bunch of stuff that it would have been nice to keep, but then again, we also knew that they were ditching a bunch of stuff that it would have been nice to keep, so I'm not massively shocked by any of it. Just feel bad for all the people who bought a bunch of Leviathans and Spartans and stuff and then don't get to use them in 40k competitive anymore. I don't know how many people were, but it's never fun when you don't get to use your toys for what you want to use them for, you know? I don't like to think about Blackstone Fortress too much because then it makes me think about Cursed City and how abysmal that was comparatively to Blackstone Fortress and the cool expansions that Blackstone Fortress got and the packs of card that said, oh, and if you want to use any of this, you can go and buy the miniatures separately instead of making a nice bundle with some more approachable prices, which is what they did for Blackstone Fortress. But Cursed City was a shit show from start to finish, so what are you going to do? See, this is the thing. Bought a Spartan for my Death Guard a few days before it got put into Legends. It sucks. it just sucks. You think you're going to get something and do something cool, and then they just go, nope, and take it away, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just not fun. Oh, Synergy. The timing is terrible because I'm about to go and get something to eat. We've been going for a good couple of hours. I don't know how we've been going for a good couple of hours because we had no plan going in. We had no plan. We didn't know what we were doing. It's been all over the shop, but somehow we made a success out of it. But the timing is not great. That's the thing. Merlins. You can at least use it as a Land Raider. It's like a mostly similar footprint. If anything, I guess you're modelling for disadvantage, but it's not the end of the world. It's just also not as fun as just getting to use it for the thing that it is. But the trials and tribulations of playing really any bigger miniatures game, although it does feel like conspicuous that quite often it's stuff where it's like, okay, we've really hammered home this amazing box and now you can't use a lot of it. This one started 10 past 10. It would have been 10 o'clock, but I couldn't get it started. On Wednesday, we are going to stream. On Monday, we're going to stream. We're going to do the ramble on Monday morning. So that'll be back to normal. And then on Wednesday, we're going to start our Pile of Shame streams, where we're just going to try and blast through a bunch of models in a day. I'm going to do a load of stuff to try and promote Wednesday a bit and try and make it a bit of a fun start to that little project. But yeah, we'll be back live on Monday, and there's going to be a video later of some kind, probably, maybe, if I don't fall asleep. We'll see. I mean, it could be either. I could fall asleep, or there could be a video. It is very dependent. I think quite a few people were using some of that stuff in tournaments, though, Jack. I know a few people who use like multiple Leviathans in tournaments, and then suddenly they weren't allowed to anymore, which I get. It's frustrating when that kind of thing happens. Anyway, I'm going to go and get something to eat. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you very much for the support in general, for the super chats, for 14 new members this stream, which is amazing. I kind of want to try and aim for like 10 new members a stream, but we'll see how things go, and I don't want to like push it too much. We'll just see how things go. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. This was a total mess. I'm very impressed at your staying power and that you stuck it out for what was a totally undirectional couple of hours, but it's fine because we got through it. So yeah, I'll see you all on Monday, and I hope you have a lovely weekend with plenty of good hobby. I'll see you later.